Hello everyone and welcome back to Eternal Darkness. Now, we were kind of stuck on this boss last time we left off. He's actually ridiculously easy. I was reading the spell Majubrate, spell list, magical attack, check, and it says an age scroll with magical equations and notes upon it. It reads, this incarnation saturates an area with aligned magical energy, inflicting massive damage to all enemies within its influence. This magic will affect both large and small, for even the greatest of enemies are made of many small parts. So we actually, very counterintuitive to the rest of the game, you actually have to fire the same colour magic back at the foe, which is kind of strange. Usually you use the rock, paper, scissors type thing, but if it's a green enemy, you fire green magic at it. Very, very counter everything this game's taught you thus far. Which is interesting. Interesting little curveball they threw at you there. I can imagine that pissed a lot of people off back in the day. But come on, you ugly bitch. Your time is numbered. I've defeated this boss now, but I haven't gone any further. As soon as I defeated the boss, I just loaded it and started this video. After a cup of tea, of course. Right, you bastard. I've got you in my sights. I like the animation there with his gun. It's actually pretty good, the way the smoke comes out of the barrel. Very good for the time. You're alright. You're alright, buddy. This thing's nothing. Right, of course we have our magical shield as well. That does help quite a little bit. It's going to fire. As soon as it fires, it's going to start... Because if you notice as well, notice the enemy, it starts sucking power in. Which I guess is why we have to use this magical attack. Now, to begin with, we don't really have a lot of time, so we're going to use a basic level of it. Just to get it off quick. There we go. Nice. See it wince? Suck it down. Now we're just going to keep slowly walking around. Got to try and keep our magic strength strong as we can. Now, I haven't managed to get a full power shot off at it. I don't think you have enough time to fire a full power shot at it, which is kind of a pain. There are times where I think we can get a medium power shot off at it, but when I was playtesting this by myself, I didn't actually have the medium spell like made up, so I never tried. So I defeated this thing using the basic spell. It didn't even take that long, to be honest. Boom. Actually, tell a lie. There are a few bits where we can use the full power spell. Laugh all you want, bastard. Now she starts dialing it up a little bit now. Trying to be clever, summoning her minions. Bah! Minions. She thinks we're going to be worried about 3 of these things. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to swallow a bottle of hooch, and then we are going to spell list. Tell a lie, this is where you can get a full power shot off here. Now she should start inhaling, there we go. Now this will wipe out all of the goons. Well, look at that. I don't think that actually hurt her then. Not 100% sure why, but that's okay. But if we kill these guys, I think she will just spawn more. But that's alright, she can keep them coming. We need someone to keep us company. Come on, you. So here they come. Now I want to wait for them to start spawning in. There we go. Now in theory, we should be able to get this off. And she should start inhaling. Come on. Come on. Yes, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's butcher her bloody minions. The insolence of sending these worms after us. God damn. Ow. Okay. Kind of woke me up there. But luckily we have a magic shield, so it's not really going to do much damage, if anything, to be honest. Now, how much mana do we have? Not much. you know, let's just knock back a bottle of that stuff. Alright, we're going to wait for him to start coming in. Come on. The music disappeared there. I was kind of concerned for a minute. Let's go for a full power. Why not? Why not? We can handle it. I don't think she can. There we go. Nice. I was a little bit concerned that wasn't going to hit then, actually. Starting to get a little bit worried now, aren't you? Okay, now this is where things get mixed up a little bit. Because obviously we're bloody close. We can't really get far away from her now, so we're just going to let her run through her paces. Wait for her to get tired. As soon as she goes for a breather, there we go. We should be able to get a medium spell in there. I haven't tried it with these, so I'm not sure. Come on. There we go. Yes, we do have time to do that. Alright. Come on, give me everything you have. She's not very accurate, you see. Well, if this is the stiffest resistance these guys are going to put up, we've already won. Oh god, she's going. Probably not going to have time to do one of those, so let's just do a small one. Get it off. There we go. Now, I don't really know what the damage difference between the spells are. I mean, obviously it's small, medium and large. But I don't know exactly how huge the differences are, I should say. I don't know if like the big power, the full charge is worth 10 small ones, or whether it's just worth 3 small ones. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get one of those off. I'm kind of doubting it a little bit. Might be able to get one. No, we missed that. Right, so I think it's best if we just stick to the smallish ones. Because you don't quite have enough time. I mean, maybe if you cast it the second she finishes, you could probably get it off. I don't think she's... There we go. So as soon as she kind of crumples down, being all exhausted, but that's okay. We can just use these. It's no big deal. Running a little bit low on the old magical juice, though. I don't really need to use the bottles, to be honest. Just duck and weave. Duck and weave. Oh, she's tired. You know what? Let's chug down a bottle of juice, actually, and see if we can get a medium spell off. Probably can, I think. There we go. Yeah, we should get this off. This will make you wince. Oh, there we go. Good night. So much for you being all powerful and almighty, eh? And there we have a trinket. I always think that's quite interesting. That the Tome of Eternal Darkness is a very powerful relic. I mean, this guy never wielded a magical spell in his life till about an hour ago. Now he's kicking ass. So, with the Guardians of Zelatath vanquished and stained glass that kept it hidden lying in pieces, the essence of Chattegar is now liberated. Its magic beckons to Peter, calling to him. He approaches cautiously. Should Peter retrieve the essence of Chattegar? Well, I guess he doesn't have any choice. So let's do it. Peter reaches out for the artifact, but pulls away as he feels its corrosive magic close on his hand. Wrapping his hands in a shred of clothing, he carefully lifts the artifact from its resting place. And of course, that's what Augustus didn't do. He grabbed it with his hand and it corrupted him. So there we go, another piece of the puzzle done. 69 years later.
And that was how I came by it.
Ah.
I know it sounds crazy, but there you have it.
Ah.
The only proof I have is that statue.
It's a strange one. I've seen one like it before.
You have?
Yes. Very rare, though. Very obscure.
Yeah.
I've had experts take a look at it, and none of them know what it is. And you do.
I'm somewhat of an expert on these things myself. An interest I developed a long time ago while I was a young man.
Then you should keep it. Lord knows I have no interest in it. I am sure it's the cause of my sleeplessness. I keep thinking about it, as if it's calling out to me.
Then a drink, perhaps. For the gift. For an unusual objet d'art.
So that is how it arrived in our hands. But where is it? So another page has been turned. Having stopped reading, Alex discovers a small penny taped to the back of Peter's chapter page. Yeah, the lucky penny. Ah, cool. Her sanity has dropped through the floor after that one. Let's keep it low, for the sake of it. Now. Alright, hold it together. Now, we have this lucky penny. I wonder if we're going to have to use that for the...
Help me! Please help me!
Okay. Oh, we can talk to her?
I can't get the blood out!
Can't get the blood out. Right. Okay, moving swiftly on. So we now have a key to the basement. Actually, before we do anything, let's save it. That would suck if we kind of screwed this up. Right, now, yeah, there we go. This is the basement door that we haven't been able to do anything with. Nothing in here. Oh, hello. A pump action shotgun hangs from a plaque mounted on the dusty wall. That reminds me of Resident Evil 1. Alex has acquired a shotgun. Well, Alex, that's going to come in handy. Let's equip that bad boy now. Check. Winchester Model 1300 Defender, quite possibly one of the finest pump-action shotguns available. The unique slide action operates a rotating bolt and unlocking its recoil assisted, making it very fast and smooth to cycle. What I like to hear. And we got some shotgun shells to feed it with. Lovely. And we have some more. What's that? Heavy impact, super long range loads. Oh, cool. Long range loads is good. 38 revolver ammo. Long range load is pretty cool. Be nice if they're slugs. The safe is large and old-fashioned, made in the days when security was derived from the heavy metal construction rather than the secure locking mechanism. It doesn't look like it would be too difficult to break the combination. If only Alex had a stethoscope to hear the tumblers more clearly. Ah, okay. Wasn't expecting that. What the hell is that? Examine. The brass framework hangs from the ceiling, cradling the globe in the observatory above. It seems to have been modified, now part of some elaborate locking mechanism. Okay. Although there has to be more... Oh, what the... Oh, right, yeah. I was like, oh, it's enemies, kill it! It's like, no, that's me. Okay, well, we're just gonna stumble over here then. How do we die? Okay, as cool as this is, how do I end this? Oh, there we go. was going to say, that was kind of cool, but it didn't last quite a while. Right, now, let's get that out. Open fuse box. Here we go. A fuse box and circuit breaker array is situated upon the wall. All but one of the fuses are intact. The absence of this one is suspicious. Until it is replaced, the circuit connected to it is useless. Well, let me guess. The lucky penny. Just as it was used for many, many years ago. Alex jams lucky penny into place with the missing fuse. Right. Let's get out of here. Just got to try and remember where that room was now. I know it was upstairs. I kind of like it when she's on the brink of going mad, because you never know what's going to happen. Oh. Mr. Roivers. Hello. Are we meant to see that? Yeah, because it's going into that. Examine. Detail. The wallpaper in the section of the hall. Yeah, we know that. It seems to be quite obvious it wants us to go in there. So this is the other. Found a page of the Maximilian Roivus. Can we not open that? Detail. An antique medicine cabinet hangs on the wall. Its wood is stained from years of use and the ambient humidity of the room. Should Alex open the cabinet? Yes, she should. So, hidden away inside the medicine cabinet is a chapter page from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Should Alex retrieve the page? Yes, she should. A Legacy of Darkness. Okay. Ooh.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Xelatoth.
That's interesting. Because that's who we killed. That was the boss when we was playing as Max.
Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Roivus has crossed our path. This time, we will not be so merciful.
Mercy has no place in this world. It has only a place for me.
He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Pray to me that they don't. Pray to me anyway.
That thing is pretty crazy. Right, okay. So... Well, a nice amount of shotgun shells. So I guess there's nothing left to do now apart from use the page. However, I'm quite tempted to see if we can trigger some sanity effects. See what she can come up with. Hey, buddy. I wish we could like empty our sanity meter. Just want to see some cool stuff happen. You gonna get anything? Nah, she's not biting. Anyway, we have part 2 of his journal. Okay, let's have a read. Yeah, it's got to be that one. Check. So this is a page from Maximilian Roivus' journal. It reads, I sought to love all, yet now love causes me pain and suffering. I have learned to fear nothing, although it is nothing that I fear most. All that were loyal to me are now number among my worst enemies. Huh. And then, of course, we have another chapter to use. Let's turn another page of this book. Ah.
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me. I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Zelotath into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulioth into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
And that we shall. Okay, so we're now actually playing as... Oh, Liquid Courage. No way, that's pretty cool. Check. Small flask of the old source, Liquid Courage. A magical elixir to power one's spirit in the face of adversary. I think he's got a bottle of Jack there. Or maybe some Jim Beam. Maybe a good spot of Captain Morgan. I'm trying to imagine now all the drinks I used to like.
Probably isn't.
Or Red Eye was nice. I always put a nice bit of Red Eye in my flasks when I used to go downtown on New Year's. Do you want to pass me the manual, please? I believe it's up there. Because I think this guy is actually the last guy that's mentioned in the manual. Yeah, so this manual misses out at least most of the characters, maybe half. Dr. Edward Roivers, 1952 AD, Rhode Island, North America. Edward is in his early 30s, and he's always prided himself on his rational attitude, consulting a long family tradition of scholarly pursuits. Edward Roivers is a clinical psychologist living in his family's ancestral home in Rhode Island. He has spent much of his time studying the works of Freud and Jung. Now confronted by an irrational world, he finds himself privy to dark secrets his reasoning can barely comprehend. Now, he's the last member mentioned in the manual. Right. Let's have a chat to the help. Hello. Politely, she asks Edward if there's anything she can do for him. Well, you can get me a gun. A big one. Let's go back in there, actually. See if there's anything to find. There has to be. I like the way you keep revisiting, like, mostly the same areas, but in different times in history. Ooh.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it, I am, or was, Maximilian Roivas, your ancestor. I died in an asylum after trying to warn the world. The pain and anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end.
Good to see old Max is still about.
Set the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour.
The 33rd minute. Oh, hello. An ancient scroll of paper sits on the chair. Magic pool. Huh. What does that do? Why do I keep going past everything? So many screens to look at. Oh yeah, of course, because we don't have the book yet. Right. A looming grandfather clock. Hang on. A looming grandfather clock stands ominously in the corner, gazing into the empty room. The ghost asked Edward to set the clock, but there are no hands on it. Edward must find the clock hand. What? Come on, Edward. You've lived in this place for a good while. You must know where these clock hands are. I wonder if they're hidden. I hope our maid and all doesn't die. We lose. We got more help up there. We lose a lot of people. A large carriage clock sitting on the foyer table, beautifully crafted, but it appears to be stuck with the hands set permanently to 3:33. So can we not take those hands? I'm guessing we can't. Ooh, what's this? Hey, 38 revolver ammo. So it must be this guy's gun that we have. Hey, buddy. Oh, hello. The grandiose kitchen fireplace with all the amenities of modern life. It hasn't been used in quite some time. Hey, buddy. You got anything to say? The servant notices Edward's presence and comments on the weather. Idle chit-chat. Yeah, weather's pretty shitty, sir. Hello. As Edward nears the servant, stops mumbling to herself and asks him if she thinks the weather will clear up before the solstice. Edward finds the reference to the solstice rather odd and ponders its significance. Oh, is the darkness. The darkness has its claws in our family members. Oh, in our servants already. Oh, hello. Yes, I'll take the saber. Hell yeah. Puttering around with the crockery, the servant informs Edward that the table has been sat for him just as he likes it. Well, let's go have something to eat. Can we? I guess not. Can't really see any of this stuff. It's so dark. A bizarre decorated mantle frames the fireplace. Yep, we know that. Could we play the piano perhaps? Detail. Edward has never learned the piano, but that has not stopped him from hammering away at the keys now and again. It's very therapeutic. Perhaps one day he will learn to play it properly. Well, perhaps. He's got a rather grisly end coming to him, though. This, of course, is Alex's grandfather. Hey, buddy. The servant notices Edward's presence and comments on the weather. Well, they all seem to be kind of interested in the weather, don't they? Now, would these all be servants? So that's what I don't think they'd actually be servants. I mean, we're almost in the 60s now. Surely they'd be paid workers, but hey, who knows? Brooding, melancholic painting adorns the walls. Strange choice of decoration for a bedroom. Each one seethes with a virulence that could only have been wrought by an unsound mind. If you say so. Oh, hello. Didn't notice you there. Shotgun shells. Don't mind if I do. And 38 rounds. So we got some serious ammo here. In fact, shouldn't our gun perhaps be in here? Says the same thing. Wasn't it in that cupboard that we found it? Ah well. Just ammo and shotgun cartridges left laying around all over this place. Oh, hello. Can we look in there? Oh, maybe. No. Just examines the painting. An expansive fireplace inset into the wall. Faces the bed. No doubt if it were lit it would make the room quite cozy. I bet it would. I bet it would. Now, let's have a look through here. More shotgun cartridges. And what's this? Elephant gun ammo. Bloody hell. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Edward is reassured at the sight of the family gun cabinet, itself a priceless antique. He would rather not have to smash the window to get inside, but where did he leave the key? Look at that, that's got to be the elephant gun there. I guess it could be the shotgun. A little bit hard to tell with these graphics. Courteously, the servant asks if Edward is in good health. Well, his mind is kind of slipping, but seems to happen a lot to the inhabitants of this house. Journal of the family history. Rests. Are we really out of time already? Rests on the bench. Edward has found a historical journal. Oh, I really don't want to have to... I can't really play any more today either, because I've got work tomorrow. An old musty book is bound in dry, dusty leather. This book covers the recent history of the Roivas family, going back perhaps a haunted... 150 years. There appears to be something pressed between the pages. Should Edward get it out? Certainly. Ah, the hour hand of a clock. I would have preferred a key to the gun cabinet, but who am I to be picky? So what do we have in here? Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Almost stepped on your head. Muttering to herself as she worked, the servant comments on how the mansion is never really clean. Well, it looks like you're doing a good job to me. Certainly looks nice and clean. Nothing really there. Ooh. Okay. She informs Edward that she believes the weather will worsen and that she hasn't heard of it being this bad for many decades. Yeah, well, maybe you're right, dear. Maybe you're right. The exorbitant and out-of-place stained glass window ends in the hallway. Whoever put it there had an eccentric taste and confirms Edward's belief that the mansion is more folly than a real house. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Edward. Anyway, guys, I really should end it there. Don't really want to, but never mind. So hopefully I'll play some more of this today. I've got like 10 videos of this to upload now, so I better get on that. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying it, and until next time.